Now let me close the application and we'll continue working on the IndexRaiser page here, and let me open the page model. Now in this page model, we do not want some dummy property, but what we want is we actually want to play with the book model that we have inside our database. So what we will do is, in order to access our database, we need to have an object of application DB context, and for that we will use dependency injection. So first let me create a private read-only application DB context. We'll have to do a control dot to include the models folder here, and let me call this _db. Then what we'll do is we'll use dependency injection. So we'll have to create a constructor. So we'll type ctor, press tab twice. This is again a snippet. And in the parameters, we'll get the application DB context, and we'll assign _db the value of DB that we retrieved using dependency injection. So the local application DB context is good to use now. So previously we had some data variable, but now what we want is the complete list of books from the database. I know we have not added anything right now, but let's just assume there is some data and we want to retrieve it. So when we retrieve a list of books, it will be an IEnumerable. So we'll do public, and this will be an IEnumerable of book, and let's call this books, and we'll have the getter and setter. So what we'll do is on get, we'll do _db dot books is how we will be accessing that, and we'll convert this to list. And then the property, we will make it async and task. So now that we are using this, we can use the asynchronous method. So we'll have to type async here, and we'll have to do the control dot, and we'll use the await keyword. And once we retrieve this, let's store this inside our books. So this way our IEnumerable of books will have all the books from the database. Now we need to display these books inside our IndexRaiser page here. So in order to display that, let me remove this. I'll add a BR, and within H2 let me add book list. This looks good. Let me add another BR, and then we will be using tag helpers. So first I want an anchor tag in which user can click the button to create a new book. So we have the tag helpers, which is ASP page, and this will point us on what page you want to redirect on this action link. So we want to redirect to a create page. Inside book list, we do not have that page right now, but we will add that shortly. Then I want to add some bootstrap classes, which is btn primary, and we'll call this create new book. Now while we are working on this Razor page, let's run our application so we can see how we add the things here. And here we'll redirect to the book list. Whoops. Book list, there we go. And we have the create new book button right here. Let's go back, and after this button we will check if the book model has any book. So we'll use @if. This is when you can add C# coding inside your views or Razor pages. So using @ you can access the C# language. So we have the if syntax, and we want to access model.books, and we want count. So if this count is greater than 0, that means that from the database we have retrieved few books. And if it's not, we'll do the else part, and here let me do a div and display no books in database. And right here, let me just display in a div books available. And here I forgot the syntax, so let me save this, go back and refresh, and great, right now we see there are no books in the database. So first let's work on the create and add few books inside the database, and then we'll work on displaying them inside the Razor page here. So let's work on that in the next video.